Hello and welcome to the Blog Box. This is my first interview and I'm really excited to be here with the awesome Laura from Black Edge Style. People that don't know me, I'm Kat and I'm your visibility and confidence specialist. And I help businesses become more visible and more confident in their own authentic way. So good morning, Laura. How are you?
Morning, Kat. I'm great, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm so looking forward to interviewing you. So we are going to get straight onto it.
Yep.
You are the founder of Black Edge Style.
Yep.
So how long did it take you to come up with this business idea?
Well, I've always wanted to start my own ladies' clothing store. I just didn't know exactly which angle I was going to take with it. I started with the idea probably about 18 months ago with a vision of what I wanted to do. And then I sat and I thought about which market I wanted to target, how I wanted to target it. And then I actually started the process in January this year. And I started in January and I just started to learn the process of what needed to be done, how I'd market it, and then I finally launched in October. So it's been a 10-month period from actually starting to launching.
That's absolutely amazing. What you're not telling us as well is that you are a mum of 3 beautiful boys, all under the age of, what age are they, Laura?
Yeah, so I've got a little boy, Fraser, who is 4, and then I've got twins, Marlo and Cameron, who are 3.
So there's definitely no excuse when it comes to business with you. It's absolutely, I'm blown away by how you do everything with these 3 boys. It's just amazing. I've got a son myself, so yeah, it just absolutely amazes me. So why a ladies business wear store? And do you think, Laura, it was the right time?
I think it's been an unusual time, that's for sure. So basically, I'm from a corporate background and I used to work for a wealth management company. And we always had to dress very corporate. And I used to find the offering that was on the high street was very samey in all of the different shops. And I don't really feel necessarily that you could have your own authentic style. The colours weren't quite so bold. So what I've tried to create is something along the lines of, some of it is quite corporate because there's always a necessity for the corporate black dress and the smart wear, but I've tried to bring in pops of colour that people can just use with different outfits just to show their unique style. We have gone along a little bit with the smart casual at the moment because of the current situation, but I think, you know, probably if you write down on a piece of paper, would this be the time to launch? No, it wouldn't. But I'd started the journey and there was absolutely nothing that was going to stand in my way. And it's made things more difficult, but what it has done is allow me to really build my audience, grow my network, and learn a lot more about my customers, rather than it being a huge sales push all the time. And I really am enjoying that. I'm just enjoying getting to know the ladies that I work with, and I've met so many fantastic people along the way that I can just say I'm really glad that I pushed ahead and went forward with it. Brilliant. Despite the situation.
It's like with anything, isn't it, Laura? It's never the right time for anything. If someone said to me, is it the right time back when I was 20 years old renting a house to have a baby? Absolutely not. But you'd go and do it. Was it the right time for me to launch my business? So nobody's seen COVID come in. So I absolutely applaud you for it not stopping you in your tracks. So let's go on to your brand now, your brand image. What's that all about, Laura? Okay,
so because we do target towards the corporate market, basically we wanted something that was professional but appealing as well. I didn't want it to be stuffy, so I find that I've got quite a lot of character and I wanted that to come across in my brand image, but also put across the professional image that we do portray. So basically the brand is our strapline is, you know, enabling women to dress with style and confidence. And basically that is what we're all about. And that is what I'm really passionate about.
That is an amazing strapline to have. It is just amazing. So how did you come up with that? How, when you set out to do your brand image, how did you come up with that?
Well, basically, I really wanted to appeal to the corporate market, because that initially what my driving force was. So at the very beginning, I was just solely focused on corporate wear, where I have had to pivot slightly, but I just kind of wanted something that oozed luxury, oozed corporate, and just really spoke out to my ideal customer, really. And I think what we've managed to achieve is somewhere along those lines.
So if we came across a Black Edge style, what would we find? What kind of collections would we find on your website?
So our launch collection was highly focused on corporate wear. So you will find tailored black dresses, beautiful jackets that are fully tailored as well. And then you will find the more brighter colours. So we may have a black dress, but then we'll sitting in line with that, we'd have a bright orange dress. We'll have a black blazer, and then we'd have a beautifully we've got a pink petunia one. And what it does is it just allows people to show a little bit of their own style. And some people like to wear the black and white, and that's absolutely great, and it does look very, very professional. But then some people just want to show a little bit of their own character, and that's what we're trying to bring in with what we're doing.
And that's a lovely change, because I've not seen that before. Because when I think of corporate, I probably do stereotype it and think of black pants, black blazer, white shirt, and the males the same, a black suit. So it's really nice to see those colours, especially obviously orange. That's amazing.
Exactly that.
But we're obviously in a bit of uncertain times at the moment, and everything we're doing at the moment, some people aren't even going to work, we're staying at home. We're obviously talking via technology more than meeting face to face. So within your business, Laura, have you had to pivot in any way to make this work? Because I know you're a really new business that's only just launched.
Yeah, so basically the whole business had to pivot, the way we advertise, the way we network. So the whole, when we first started out, we had a very clear vision of what we wanted to achieve, and it was to go into workplaces with a small collection and show the products to our customers face to face. It was aimed at networking events, charity events, and the office. And we've had to completely change the way we do things. So I now do lives on Facebook. I'm starting to do them on Instagram and LinkedIn to physically show people the products. I think it's really important, though, for people to understand that there is still a necessity to show up looking really smart. If in the same way as if you're having a face-to-face meeting with a client or a colleague or a manager, I think you need to show a certain level of respect, and showing up looking exactly as you would face-to-face, to me, is just as important if you're via Zoom or any other virtual method. So we've pivoted as well in our collections. So we've kind of, who even knows what business wear is anymore? Who knows, because we're just finding our new way. So we've just gone along the smart casual a little bit more, and we do the Zoom style where you dress from the waist up. So everyone's got the PJs on the bottom, but then they still look presentable on the top. So we're just finding new ways of doing things.
Yeah, I think we're seeing that all even with the celebrities now, when they're doing their, I was watching one and they were doing their interviews, but they were lovely from the waist up, and then they actually give us a little peek at down below, which was funny. But I'm absolutely loving the way you're marketing yourself with you do like a fun Friday live, where you wear obviously your own products, because you are a product of your product, and you show us. And I think that works really well, because you're in the comfort of your own home. You can see your collections, you can see what they look like, you can see the quality of them, you can have a glass of wine, and you're interacting. And at this time, Laura, that's exactly what we need. We want to still feel good about ourselves, and you're absolutely doing that. So thank you for that. So what's the future, Laura? I know that sometimes when someone asks you what the future is, you're like, well, in 5 years' time, but where do you see yourself and Black Edge Style in the future?
I mean, for the short term, I see myself growing quite largely on the social media platforms. I'm quite focused at the moment on LinkedIn and building a really great community on there. It's all just basically about who knows what's going to happen next year. You know, great for me if we are able to get back in. I think I see, and speaking to lots of different companies, a very split working basis now. So I think what they'll do is maybe split workforces in half. So you have half of them in 1 week, half of them working from home. And my idea basically is just to be the leading ladies wear brand that allows people to show their authentic style, and I will continue to work towards that. And I do believe that whether that's in 2 years, 5 years or 10 years, that's where we will be.
That's amazing that you've got such that vision and that mission that will absolutely take you there. So do you do anything along the lines of giving back? You know, do you work with any charities, or, you know, are you a sustainable company? Where does the land lie with you there?
So I think in terms of sustainability, I think there's a huge issue within the fashion world, which we're all aware of, and I am fully aware of, you know, the throwaway products that people are buying. What I can't say that I am 100% sustainable, because we're not. But what we do try to do is work with companies that have sustainability in their marketing and in their mission. So they use certain cottons, they use, you know, fully looked after staff within their warehouses. We're just trying to do as much as we can, basically. And the products that we sell are very versatile. So we don't expect them to be worn once or twice and thrown away. The price tag wouldn't allow for that anyway. They're a little bit, some of them a little bit higher end. You will get more wear out of them, and you can use them. I think people tend to buy their workwear and keep it in a certain section in the wardrobe, and they don't wear it anywhere else. And what we're trying to promote is, you know, the blazer that you wear for work can just as well be suited with a pair of jeans and a nice pair of heels when you go for a meal on a Saturday night. So we're just trying to promote that. And then the other thing that we're hugely supportive of at the moment is a company called SmartWorks. And basically they're a charity that give back to ladies that want to get back into the corporate or business world, but they don't, for whatever reason, have the financial support to do that. So I collect pre-loved quality workwear and distribute it to them, and then they style ladies that want to get back into the workplace and give them those pre-loved clothes.
That is just amazing. I've never heard of anything like that before. I know we're all trying to get more sustainable, but I've never. So, God, hats off to you, Laura. That's amazing that you can offer that service.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you know that we are able to support them, because it is something that's really passionate. I'm very passionate about helping other people. That's where my passion lies, helping people grow with confidence, and along with handing those clothes over, that's exactly what we're all doing.
Massive confidence boost. So if you were chatting to someone and they said to you, Laura, I'm thinking of starting my own business, now that you are, you know, an entrepreneur in your own right, what advice would you give to somebody?
Just be your true self. If anything, at the beginning, I was just the only person that was stopping me was me, because I was frightened, you know, and I thought I had to be this other person. And I think along my journey, I've just realised that actually I get the best interaction and I get the best from people when I'm just truly myself. And I just say, go for it and don't be frightened of being yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly that. That's exactly what I teach as well. It would be exhausting to be anything else. So just be you, and you find your customers, your people, and your cheerleaders along the way. So it's been absolutely fantastic chatting to you, Laura. If we want to get in contact with you, or where can we find you?
Okay, so there is a website, which is www.blackedgestyle.co.uk. And then you can find us on Facebook as Black Edge Style, Instagram as Black Edge Style UK, and I'm on LinkedIn as Laura Coote.
Brilliant. So you're basically everywhere. We are going to definitely find you. I'm going to pop the links of where to find Laura as well underneath this video. So thank you, Laura. Thanks for your time. And thank you to everybody that's tuned into the blog box. It's been lovely chatting to you. So we'll see you all soon.
Thanks, Kat.